Hi, this is Dr. Levi Kenny, and this is part one in our three-part series of weight loss. Alright, so being part one, this is the most important part, otherwise I wouldn't put it first. It kind of gets down to the root cause of why you became overweight to begin with. So if you want to lose all the weight and then put it all back on like you had before, don't listen to the rest of this video. So first you want to ask yourself this one question, and this is kind of the root of it all. Alright, so why did you become overweight to begin with? There's a lot of science behind that question, and you might be asking yourself, why does that matter with being overweight? There's a reason that you became overweight to begin with, and that is because you've eaten too many carb-dense meals that tell your body to put on weight. And I'll go over the technical stuff relating to that at first, but you want to be able to, it all comes back to this. Why did you overeat? Why did you become overweight at first? So if you go through all the protocols and everything and you lose all your weight, if you don't take care of that one reason, or it might be many reasons, then you're going to go back right to the same thing. You're going to want to eat just like you did before, and you'll eventually get back to where you were to begin with. So we'll go into the technical side right now. In general, carbohydrates, they lead to insulin release. That's a hormone in your body. It tells your body to put on weight. That is being anabolic. It can be in the form of muscle or in the form of fat, but if you're not out exercising, stressing your body to put on muscle, like actually bodybuilders will eat a lot of carbs in their bulking phase to try and put on more muscle, but they're stressing their bodies by lifting weights. Whereas people usually aren't out lifting weights and trying to stress their muscles to be bigger. So when they eat carbohydrates, it leads to insulin, which tells their body to put on fat. And that's how you get overweight to begin with. Well, why are you eating all these carbs? Because carbohydrates also release serotonin in your brain. That's your happy hormone. That's well verified among all scientists that when you eat carbohydrate-dense meals, meals with more protein in it, you don't get the serotonin. But when you eat just fries, just cupcakes, just cookies, you get that extra serotonin. So what is making you unhappy to the point where you need to get your happiness, your serotonin, from carbohydrates instead of your lifestyle? So really, you have to ask yourself, why am I eating all those carbohydrates? Because that is what is making you anabolic, or telling your body to put on more fat. So you have to get back to the source of it, which once again, what caused you to become overweight in the first place? What I can do to help with this is I address emotional issues in people's past, specifically by watching them breathe when they talk about it, and you can tell that it affects them at a deep level because your breathing mechanics change and they get way worse when it's something that has deeply affected their brains. When you breathe high, you produce a lot less serotonin. Well, in order to compensate for that, you have to eat the carbohydrates like I just explained before to get that serotonin back. That's what your brain is always just saying, we need serotonin, we need serotonin. So either you change your lifestyle, you change your beliefs about whatever made you unhappy to begin with, or you just keep on eating more carbohydrates to get that serotonin back. So all that I do as a chiropractor is try to adjust people to make their breathing and their walking better. Whenever your breathing or your walking gets worse, then I can bring that up and talk about it while we work on you and get your breathing to be better so that your brain actually better addresses those issues that are affecting your brain and making it produce less serotonin. I just help you deal with it so that you can make positive changes so that they don't harm your brain and you start trying to get your serotonin from other things, harmful things, especially carbohydrates if you're specifically wanting to lose weight and be healthier. Make sure you stay tuned for part 2 of our 3-part series. Part 2 is specifically about increasing your metabolism and other basic things to become healthy before you really start cutting the weight off.